Hello and welcome to the MetaSpiritualist's July Energy Forecast Report with your girl, ShaYah the Indigo. We're opening up the month with the numerological energy of 5, which is pushing us into a period of change and transformation. We are in the sign of Cancer, which brings about an emotional and domesticated charge. On the 13th, the full moon will be in the sign of Capricorn, bringing in that big money and abundance energy. On the 28th, we'll welcome the new moon in the sign of Leo, in which the sun will also be in the sign of Leo, bringing in that big star energy. Take a listen. The MetaSpiritualist is guided by the creator of the universe through prayer, meditation, and sound healing. Sister! My boo. How you doing, boo?
I'm doing wonderful. Life has been amazing. I've been doing so much cleansing work and shadow work, and honey, it has not been pretty, but it's all being, I'm seeing that it's worth it now. I'm actually at that stage where I'm seeing the fruits of my labor just a little bit, and I know more is coming, but I've been busy. My kids are gone, but I'm still busy as hell.
Yes. No, you look beautiful today.
Oh, thank you.
When I saw you post your picture on Facebook, I was like, oh, look at where you better work it, girl. Oh.
Well, thank you.
Work it.
It's a high girl summer for me this year. Okay.
Listen.
For real. I've been living my best life, honey.
That's amazing.
You
so deserve it.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, the signs and the messages that have been coming from everywhere. Girl. Yesterday, a red robin, a red bird. That's my favorite bird, the red cardinal bird, not the robin, the red cardinal. So I see it all the time, like every couple of days. Bright red, bright. Okay. I walk outside. As soon as I walk out on the balcony, here it comes flying straight towards me from across the street. Just straight forward, fast too, and then flew past me and landed in this tree that's right next to the balcony. And I just looked at it like, well, damn, that was a grand entrance. Hello there. How are you? Like it flew straight at me for like the whole time it was gliding. It was coming directly to me. As soon as I walked out there, I stepped out there, and there it comes. I was like,
man, what a divine sign.
Yeah. I mean, and that's after stuff like that has been happening a lot. And it's always after I pray. I've been praying more. I've been making sure that that's my go-to for anything, for my thoughts, especially my thoughts. I've been, and gratitude, praying and trying to exercise more gratitude, and it really does shift your mind from thinking a certain way. It changes your perspective, because like gratitude is big. But girl, when I started doing that and asking for answers, like, send me answers and signs that I will understand. Can you please send me? Because I'm still confused about some stuff that's happened, like spirit. Okay. So this is what I've been saying when I'm praying. Like, I'm still confused. I see the messages, I see the signs that me. I know you're communicating with me. Thank you for communicating with me. That is so beautiful. I'm honored. I don't deserve it. Listen, I'm still
You do deserve it.
Help me.
You do deserve it though. Yes.
You right. But they come through as soon as I ask those questions, like, help me understand what the hell is going on in my life. What is holding me back? Why do I still feel like my vibrations are low at times. Why haven't what do I need to know? Girl, the messages have been coming from left and right. And I'm talking about readings that I read and I'm crying like a 6-sentence Instagram reading for Pisces. And it's the answer that I need. The answer, like to the root. I'm reading it, crying.
Yeah.
Because, but I just been shifting a lot of things, and I'm seeing the result of that in my surroundings. Because, child, I've been in abundance in so many forms. Like,
I love it. I love it. I love it. This is the ShaYah. This is the ShaYah, y'all. The ShaYah the Indigo.
I did a live this earlier, right before I hopped on here, and I was like, I'm back.
Yes.
Y'all, I'm here. Hey, because oh my goodness, we got to get into the show because we have some events.
All right. And let's do this. So just so that our listeners know that we are recording this on the new moon in Cancer.
Yes.
So this episode is going to go out next week, but I think it's very important that we're even recording right now, because of everything that's going on. So, Shay,
right,
take it away, boo.
Okay, so that is exactly what I was getting at. That's why I got so excited, because we are recording this on the new moon. And when I realized that, when I was looking at the calendar, I was so excited about that. I'm like, yes, Spirit is going to speak. There's so much going on. So with the astrology of it, of course, this new moon, and since I brought it up already, I'm gonna go ahead and start there, because that's where our forecast actually begins. Is, even though we're still in June, I'm considering that, going into July.
Okay.
So because we still are in June. So June 29th, 2022, which is when the actual new moon is at 0%. So it's at its fullest capacity as far as the energy that it's in, which will be in Cancer on the cusp of Leo. That's exciting. And then the sun is also now in Cancer. So shout out to our Cancers for Cancer season.
And
I stole that from you. You rubbed off on me, sis.
I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so look here, from a water signs perspective, I'm going to go ahead and speak on the numerology of that date as well. So June 29th, 2022, that date adds up to 23, which breaks down to 5. So 5 is the number of change. It's the number of transformation. It's an airy number. I look at a 5 like a Gemini or like a Sagittarius. It's very moving. It's forward movement. It has a lot to do with movement as far as change is concerned. So, and with this being, a new moon, we need to embrace change, first of all. That's the big theme for what's happening. That's a big thing as far as new moons and full moons are concerned. Just the moon placement by itself is big for any type of transformations, because we're always going through transformations. That's a constant thing. That's life is transforming. You're going from life to death to brand new life. Something's dying and restarting. Doors are going to close, and then a new door opens. This is the cycle of life, so we're going through one of those pivotal moments where things are changing massively. And that's how we're kicking off July, going into July with the energy of the new moon on the cusp of Cancer and Leo, which highlights a need to impress people or to show, prove yourself, prove who you are, as far as trying to get like a spotlight, admiration. You're wanting admiration. You're wanting to get credit for, your swag and how far you've come. This is what, we need validation right now. We want to get that, the accolades that we need, because we've all been through some stuff. And so this is a moment where you can pop your collar, be proud of yourself, pat yourself on the back.
I was gonna say the song Encourage Yourself. If you ain't getting the credit or the accolades or the recognition that you know you deserve, you have to encourage yourself.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, that's all it's about. Period. It's really about the self. When we leave this earth, if we're on our deathbed, we're thinking of our own actions and what we've done with our lives and the people that we love. That's what's on our mind. So, anything else is a distraction at this point in life. We have to talk your stuff. Like, if you are growing and you see your worth now, and, you're looking at like how far you've come, and you're like, dang, it's okay for me to look at myself and give myself the credit, pat myself on the back and say, good job. You are bad. Okay.
Yes. You know what I did over the last couple of days? I had actually revised my resume, basically my CV, because it's more than just one page. And as I was collecting all of the articles and all of the different things that I've done over the last several years, I'm like, man, I've done a lot. I've done a whole lot, and can't nobody take any of it away from me.
Right. Facts. Because they didn't give it to you. They can't take it. If you earned it, it's yours.
Yes.
So, hey, don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about, bet on yourself.
That part. Damn.
Bet on yourself. Okay. So look, with that Cancer Leo energy, it's gonna be a combination of Cancer and Leo energy on this new moon. Cancer would be the nurturing emotional side. This is a emotional as it gets, because Cancer's ruling planet is the moon anyway. And so this is a new moon, and the moon itself, all by itself, has everything to do with emotions and feminine energy. So with the new moon being on the cusp of Leo and Cancer, there's going to be a very emotional moment for us as far as change is concerned, as far as transformation is concerned, and as far as the spotlight and attention that we need, and the validation that our shadow may need. Okay, so it's a good moment to go inward and really do shadow work. It's so worth it to go through it, because it helps you embrace it, as ugly as it is, but you can't embrace it if you don't face it. We have to think about our triggers. We have to start being mindful of when we're triggered. There's answers in that. Sorry about the background noise.
No, it's okay.
But shadow work is the hardest thing, but it's so worth it when you get to the other side of it. There is an other side, people. Okay. That's why it's a beautiful thing that the only thing that's constant is change.
Yeah.
That's a quote I think everybody's heard. The only thing that's constant is change. And, some might be afraid of change. I'm definitely afraid of change. I hate change. Like big, massive change. But, and because of this fear, this is something I constantly go through, but it's something that I will constantly go through because of certain aspects of my natal chart. But
can you, you say there's certain things that you will go through because of what the placements in your chart, but are you able to transmute that or work on it so that it's not something that is self-sabotaging for you in this life?
That's exactly what shadow work does. But if we look at, because our natal chart is like a roadmap of ourselves. It's really what it is. So there's some things we have to conquer. The challenges that we have that comes with our natal placement, the challenges that set up for that path, is where we are tested, and we have to conquer these weaknesses, because at the end of the day, we're trying to get to a balance of goodness, where bad is stay where it's at and good is going to prevail, and you have to be on the right side of that. So we're in some changes, as far as astrology is concerned, what's happening in the sky that is bringing out, it's separating karma. Karma is doing what needs to be done. The stuff that God and the universe has been trying to tell us, the signs that it's been giving us consistently, good and bad. If we've been paying attention, anything we've been slacking in or ignoring or neglecting, it's coming to the surface because, and this is a whole different planet I'm speaking about, which is Saturn in retrograde. Now.
Yes. So Saturn in my chart was retrograde when I was born. So I feel that this is my time to kind of like a reset moment for me.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so for me, I have a Capricorn stellium in my chart, and Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. And my Saturn is in Capricorn. That's one of those planets out of the 3 of the stellium that's in Capricorn in my chart is Saturn. So Saturn being retrograde is shifting my life. Just like you said, a reset.
It's a reset. I have a stellium as well. So Saturn, Mars, and Pluto are all in the second house. Pluto is on the cusp of Libra though, and they're all retrograde.
Ooh, that's powerful.
But they're powerful. All Mars and Saturn are in Scorpio, and then Pluto's on the cusp of Scorpio and Libra. But all are in retrograde.
That's amazing. But yeah, so this is a major, like I said, I can't speak that much on that planet, but it's a big factor in what's going on right now. But here on the forecast, we stick to the beginning of the month, the end of the month, the full moon, and the new moon. So I'm gonna try to keep it in those lines.
Okay.
There's so much going on in the sky; it's like hard to break it down. But
we want. It's. I see what It's almost like you wanna touch on everything because it's like this is why this is happening. This is why this is happening. So you just hold on. Be patient. Be gracious. Show gratitude in this time because there's something major coming in for a lot of us in the collective. So I'm really excited. I really am.
I am too. Like I said, I've already been seeing some harvest. Okay. And I mean, I still have some big ones left, but the small ones that have manifested and shown themselves or was just gifted to me from the universe, you know, I've been getting certain readings that I see that's saying, this is where you get the fruits of your labor. And you don't have to feel guilty about it. Your hard work has paid off. You're finally free from this and that. And I'm just like, Spirit,
come through. Come through.
Because I don't listen. I'm on cloud 9. That shadow work is a blessing. It's a blessing when you get to the other side of it. And
you're glowing, sis.
Oh,
you're glowing.
I feel great. I feel, you know, I did some cord cutting and stuff. I did a lot of releasing for the last full moon that we had. I think it was July. I mean, not July. Was it the 17th, the 16th? Last month.
Yeah.
I think it was. But yeah, like I released some stuff. I cut some cords. And, you know, workings like that take time, really, you know, and so it sneaks up on you when you manifest something and the results show up. It's show right up at your doorstep. Like, it's like, hi, I'm here. You know, you thought you didn't reap any rewards or benefits for putting all that work in, but here I am. Like, that's how it shows up. And
you give me so much hope right now. Oh my gosh.
Girl, listen.
Because I can, God is good. You already know I've been going through it, doing some shadow work, and it's not pretty. It's not.
Yeah, it's murky. But
so have you what's on have you talked about July 1st, the energy of the first of the month?
No, so that is where I'm going next here.
Okay.
All right. So the actual beginning of the month, which is July 1st, 2022, that's 712 plus 2 plus 2, that equals up to 14, breaks down to 5. So that's another 5. Once again, the number of change. The sun will be still in Cancer. And of course, you know, it'll be in that Leo energy. From, you know, when the new moon took place, where it was on the cusp of Cancer and Leo. So it's the same energy, but we have more emphasis on the Cancer energy because of the sun being in Cancer still. That's a powerful thing. And then the new moon energy of the Cancer and Leo cusp, it just emphasizes, you know, Cancerian energy for when we actually begin the month. So this has everything to do with your home life, what makes you feel domesticated, your family life, a lot of things that has to do with motherhood, or a relationship with your mother, or the relationship with your children, or bearing children. This will be a potent month for that type of energy, like fertile, nurturing energy, if that makes sense.
You know, can I pause you right there? Because the, you know, with the whole Roe versus Wade thing that took place on last Friday, which was the 666 portal. And so with that happening then, and we're coming into this new nurturing, emotional energy, do you think that there's going to be some healing from this within women in particular?
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen so many conversations that I saw a post where a nurse talked about old ladies that they've taken care of that confess their, you know, darkest secrets from back in the day, you know, in the 60s and the 50s and things like that. And she took care of patients that, you know, lived during the time before Roe versus Wade. And some of these ladies had some pretty awful experiences of throwing away their child.
Mercy.
Because there was no options. There's a lot of cases that were very disturbing, but there's always, a purpose, like what you're asking. There is a purpose of healing from this, because at the same time, it will save a lot of babies that is meant to be here, that, you know what I mean? It's always a spiritual reason. And then it still makes me think about Uvalde Elementary.
Yes.
Too.
Yes.
So there's a lot of highlight that the children's classroom was 111, 110 and 111, or 111 and 112. Come on now. Yeah. So that was, that's not a coincidence, but that tells us that there is a reason why, because that's the biggest question that everybody has in their heads when things like that happen. That's the main thing that really impacts everyone emotionally, is why. That's the heaviest burden that comes from those types of, events that impacts us in a low vibrational way like this. But
it's been heavy. I think that's another reason why I've yesterday and today has just been like, ooh, because I feel that I'm taking on a lot of heavy energy.
Yeah. It's collective. And we have to know how to balance that and get into a place of really quieting the mind and grounding ourselves, so that we can see what the message is, so that we can hear what it is, and, put the chaos aside from it, take away the grief, and ask God what we need to know. Because the common denominator of what's happening with these shifts right now, with that happening, and the energy that from that's still here, and so much emphasis on the mother, of course there's a reason for that. Of course there's a higher reason for that. This goes all the way down to raising awareness about the earth and the health of the earth. That's Mama Earth. You know what I'm saying? So shifts are happening, because we have to remember when the Lionsgate last
portal.
year.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that brought us into a new era, because then we had the shift from, the age of Aquarius, that shift, literally a new era. So things are changing on a universal scale, and it's just, it's impacting us here in different ways and individual ways. But that brings me back to saying, for the collective, this is a lot of mother energy, water energy, as far as, so much emphasis on Cancer energy, right? So that's the water aspect as well, which has a lot to do with forgiveness, a lot to do with holding, because water holds on to things. Forgiveness is one of the most significant lesson for water signs. That's a big one, because water holds energy. So it can be a fight to, forgive. That's a big message. If you're seeing 222, anyone that's seeing 222, a lot of people that never noticed that number before this year have been seeing that number this year. Tell me I'm lying. I want some feedback, because I know that there's no way I'm the only one seeing the numbers the way that I've been seeing them. This has to be a collective thing, because it's 2022, and 222 has been following me like a stalker since this year started. So I know I'm not the only one. And again, 222 is a number sequence that you can see that has a lot to do with forgiveness. So, and trusting the universe, trusting God, trusting your manifestations to really take root and grow and give you a harvest. our perception of the world can be kind of subjective as far, because water sways in different directions, So there, it depends on who we're communicating with. But this has everything to do with family. You know what I'm saying? So it's family dynamics where communication has to be had to resolve some things, to forgive, so that you're not holding on to things like water does, which will make you bitter and resentful. And nobody wants to live like that. I don't want to live like that. Mm-hmm. So, this July 1st, 2022, that's, like I said, that's just going to be a lot of Cancerian energy. And that's what's kicking off the month. That's kicking off July, is a very, very emotional state that highlights family in whatever way that means to us individually. Especially has with, a lot of emphasis on mother energy as well. So moving on from there, the full moon, July 13th, 2022, those numbers add up to 17, and that is 8 when we break it down. And of course, we know the number 8 has everything to do with abundance, and I'm here for it. Okay. Yes. I'm here for having a full moon on a number with abundant energy. I am happy with that. I'm cool with that. A lot of people can burn orange candles for abundance, gold candles for prosperity, wealth, things like that. This is the time to do that. And it says the full moon at that time will be in Capricorn. Capricorn energy is earth energy that's all about getting money. Okay, Capricorn energy gets money. They're going to do that, So with the number 8 in that same day, and with the full moon in Capricorn, we're going to be seeking out our ambitions and actually pursuing it further. Yes. To get actual abundance, not just get lost in the rat race, but actually enjoying the journey so that we don't block ourselves and bring in that abundant energy is fluid. It can't come in if you're resistant. It can't come in if you're blocking things. That's what I'm saying, sis. That's what I'm telling you. Like, when I've cleansed myself and started really praying and going, like, facing these shadows of mine, going to war with my past, going to war with my triggers, like from childhood trauma, all that, like facing this stuff was scary and it's brutal and it's painful. Let me tell you. But the other side of it is you're free. That's what facing it brings you to a state of you can feel it. You can feel the difference when something is freed from you.
Yeah. Oh, girl. Oh, girl. I sit and I think, I'm like, what is it where do I find myself blocking myself or resisting?
Yeah. And pray that. Literally ask the universe that. Ask the universe. I'm telling you, that's the type of questions that I was standing on the balcony talking to my ancestors, like, help me understand, because I kept getting those messages of letting it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. I'm getting that consistently every day, all the time. When I look up numbers, readings, dreams, you know what I mean? The same message. So after a while, I had to tell the ancestors and my spirit guides and the angels and God and the ascended masters, tell me how to let it go. What am I not letting go? When you keep telling me to let it go, and every time I think I've let it go, I'm still getting this message. So where am I blocked at? Tell me, show me.
Yes.
Because we have to tell them what we need. We have to ask for what we want. That's the only way they can move. That's why we have to remember to pray. That's why I started back praying. There's nothing too big you can ask for. You can say, tell me what it is that I need to know. Tell me where I'm blocked. Tell me where I'm blocked. Don't just say you're blocked. Tell me what's blocking me so that I can understand. We can ask for understanding. One thing the universe will move swiftly in on as far as granting a prayer. That's if you pray for understanding, I promise you that's something they're not stingy about that. If you pray for understanding, they will send you messages and you will know it's an answer.
Yeah.
You know, pray for understanding. That's, I'm telling you, and clarity.
Understanding and clarity. Yes. Yeah. Cause I do my best to meditate daily. Sometimes I'm not successful at that, but I catch myself like praying all the time. Like I'm praying in my head. I'm like, Lord, help me, but I need to become more intentional about what I'm asking guidance for. Because of that component, I know I'm lacking.
Yeah. And I mean, it's all about being specific and not thinking there's something that's too big or too small to ask for. There's nothing too big or too small. There's no limit to what you can pray for, and thinking that we are limited in what we can pray for is what makes a lot of us feel like it won't cross our mind to ask for understanding. That's not something the average person would just be like, oh, I can just pray for understanding. Instead, we just be like, what's going on? What's going on? Why is this happening to me? This is happening and that's happening. And I'm feeling this way. And I'm frustrated. And we're venting and we're getting readings and we're trying to search for answers. We're Googling stuff, and you're still frustrated. You're still confused because we're focused on why. When we have to remember, you don't have to worry about the why if you understand there's a reason. Whatever the why is, know there is one. And if you need to know what it is to help you move forward, pray for understanding. Tell spirit to tell you what the lesson is, because I got tired of getting readings and messages from everywhere saying you went through this because it was a lesson. You went through this because there was a lesson to learn. I started seeing that everywhere and I got frustrated. So I'm like, what is the lesson? Tell me what it is. What was it?
Yeah.
And when I started praying that prayer, I got the answers. It told me what the lesson was. We have to remember and actually think of what to ask for and what we need, and they'll step in. But we have to ask. Okay.
I love it. Oh, girl. Oh, you are on fire right now.
You know what? This moon energy is really it's been powerful, because like I said, I've been doing a lot of cleansing work leading up to, like, even from the full moon. I've been consistently just doing small things, like meditating 10 minutes, 15 minutes, something, journaling. If I don't meditate, I make sure I journal. If I don't journal, I make sure I do some type of bath, or my therapy for everything in life is music. I will put on my good headphones and dance in the mirror, honey, all night if I have to. I've done that, sis, to get myself out of them shadows. I'm telling you, there was moments where I was like on the floor having a mental breakdown, and I'm thinking that I'm not gonna make it just because my spirit is shattered. And I didn't, I'm desperate. So I think of music and I turn on my favorite music and I'm crying, but I'm dancing. I'm serious. It's like I had to dance my way through some nights. I promise you, in the mirror crying because I'm listening and I'm trying to just find a way to force myself to, raise my vibration. And do you know, when I started doing that, it was so funny to me. And I read a reading on Instagram where this lady was like, she's a Pisces too. And it was a long reading. She's like, I see some of y'all dancing through your trials. Ooh. And she said, Spirit said, good for you. Girl, when I say I cried reading that, because it just meant so much to me for Spirit to even come through and say, I'm proud of you for pulling yourself out of that moment. Way to go. Good job. Good for you.
Yeah.
Ooh. You know what I'm saying? And that was like a couple months ago. That was, maybe 2-3 months ago. And here I am now, like, just been doing things since then to really zone back into myself and comforting myself and nurturing myself. Mm-hmm. So, and that's why I keep putting so much emphasis on meditating, because, like, I remember when I first started consistently meditating, when I was meditating every day, changed my life. Really, like, it made a big difference in my life. I remember the difference it made when I consistently started meditating, and I remember the difference it made when I stopped. When I stopped meditating, life wasn't so pretty. It was a big difference. It's a big difference, truly. And so, that's a really good thing to help us shift through these shadows, do some cleansing work, y'all. Cut some cords. Listen, cut these cords. Break up with stuff that has pained you, that has hurt you, because, like I said, forgiveness is a major theme. It's a lesson that we have to pass. Mm-hmm. You cannot ascend nowhere without forgiveness. You have to forgive. We don't have a way around that on this journey. There's no way around it. Okay, you have to forgive. We have to do that because energy is fluid. Yeah. And if we hold on to guilt, that bleeds on to other people. That's why, forgiving yourself is just as important. Is vital, because there's two sides to everything in life. That's the science of the universe. There's two sides of everything. So if your shadow is there and it's strong and you feel it, you can nurture that and love yourself and forgive yourself. If you can feel guilty about it, you can put some compassion on it. Yeah. If you can judge yourself about it, then you can forgive yourself about it. Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this. Would now be a good time to do cord cutting on a new moon, or should we wait until the full moon?
It's releasing. The moon by itself represents release. Okay. So you can work with moon energy for releasing work. There's, it depends on how you do it or what way that you do it, because there's some forms of release work that is best to do after the full moon, when the moon has first started to wane. But it depends, it's certain things like that, certain rules I don't really follow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's intentional. It's all about the intent, but the moon energy in general is releasing energy. So you can use the new moon, because the new part of it also represents everything new. That's why there's big changes, numbers of change, during the new moon energy. This is the best time to, to look at the newness of it, like cutting your hair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm coming up on a year for my hair being locked.
Hey, I get your hair a gift. you gave me an amazing lock-iversary gift. I have to top that. I got to figure out how to top that, because,
girl, you don't have to top nothing.
I will, though.
Yeah, it's July 9th. So I got my retype
Okay.
because I might be out of town. So my hair
That's that's my nephew's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, baby.
And he has locks too. My sister that I told you about, we did a whole segment on her accidentally.
Oh yeah.
My sister Denise, yeah, her oldest son, he's his birthday's July 9th.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
Girl.
But your hair looks amazing at the 1 year.
Thank you.
stage.
She told me yesterday. So I got it done yesterday actually. And she told me she said it's starting to lock.
Yeah.
Like she's starting to see
it
locking. Yeah.
I can tell on camera.
Huh?
I can see it. I can actually tell on camera.
Okay. Oh, I love it.
I love it too, girl. I can't wait till it gets like way down your back and you're gonna be slanging it.
Oh, honey, can't nobody tell me nothing. Once it gets down to like where it all is like right here, and I can pull it in a ponytail for real, and it be shaking in the ponytail. Oh, it's a wrap.
I love it.
It's a wrap.
Be in Virgo. The sun will, of course, still be in Cancer, which is two very beautiful, very compatible energies together. So Virgo energy would be everything that has to do with planting seeds and reaping a harvest. This is an earth sign. This is an earth sign that is a perfectionist. It analyzes things so that things are perfect. Their Virgo energy has a lot to do with solving problems, fixing solutions. Fixing problems, finding solutions, actually finding them and following through. That's Virgo energy. And of course, it will have a lot to do with ambitions, because of that number 8 energy there. And Virgo is a very ambitious sign. So, and then the sun will be in Cancer. So like I said, that's still that nurturing, family-oriented energy that's going to be holding hands with the moon on the last day of July. So with that, like the home life will be highlighted as far as getting it perfect, making sure that everything is structured so that it feels like a home, doing whatever it is that you need to do in your life to feel, to have a homey experience, whatever that means to you, especially when it comes to family. And organization will play a huge part in that as well, because again, this is Virgo energy, so you'll probably will want to organize everything.
Oh, wow.
Bake cookies, that's the Cancer energy.
Oh.
Go swimming and blow bubbles with our babies, cook a home, Southern cozy hot meal.
Listen, it's too hot out here for that. I just want some salad. It's so hot out here. We're in the triple digits this week.
Yeah. That's too much for me. I'm over it. But I don't mind the pool, Yeah. That gives us an excuse to go jump and play in some water. But so as far as that, that's the end of the month. It's a lot of abundant energy, has a lot of to do with making our home life more structured, really getting a grip on our ambitions and going for it so that we can show our stuff, showcase our talents, and get the, respect and the clout that we deserve.
Yes.
That can, enhance our confidence, to go after everything that we want. You know what I'm saying? In life, love, relationship, family, work, business, money, all of that. Abundance. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm going to pull a few cards. I'm going to pull it from my affirmators.
Awesome. My daughter loves that deck.
I love it so much. It's so encouraging and uplifting. I wish you could see my cat, the way he's laying on my.
Oh, the little baby. Oh, the one that snuck into my house. He came back and I got to pet him.
Yay! That's good.
Yeah.
He'll come back around more. I mean, he was feral when I got him. He was still kind of in a wild state. And so he's
chill now, huh?
Yeah, he's stuck on me. He's clingy. He's really clingy. He wants to be rubbed on and loved on all the time.
I have to send you this video. I think his name is MAGA. It's the lady and MAGA. They fight. So he like creeps up on her and pounces on her and hangs from her hair, and it's hilarious. I'll have to, when I find it again, I'll have to send it to you, but that is funny. And her cat is orange too, orange and white too.
Oh wow. Yeah, I can see him doing something like that too, because he be trying to hang off for everything. Every time I pass by him, he try to hit my feet and run. I'd be like, why do you cats do that? Why do y'all do that? Why do you hit people and run?
Right.
Where? Oh my goodness. Okay, so ironically, the first card that came out was playfulness.
Oh.
And it says, I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Like I said, if you can feel down, you can encourage yourself.
Yes.
That's how we transmute our thoughts. You know what I'm saying? That's how we transform anything that's low vibrational. If you
I was just gonna say, I'm of the mind that when you work hard, you play hard too.
Right.
Facts. So yes.
Facts. I know that's right. Look, this says Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. So that's the playfulness card.
Listen, sipping on some syrup. Sipping on some.
Ooh, that's a throwback for real.
Yes.
Okay, so I pulled 2 cards. The second card was vitality. Okay. I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life, that sounds like abundance to me, fills me. That sounds like abundance to me. With healthy, vital, and strong cells. Each cell is a warrior. Everyone has its own sword and shield. I dare you to try and penetrate my cellular army. These cards are so cute. So what I love about that is that has a lot to do with that Virgo energy that we'll be ending the month with, because Virgos are very health conscious too, because it is an earth sign. And so this says, I am healthy and vital and strong. My radiant love of life fills me with healthy, vital, and strong cells. Okay, so, take a look at our body. Focus more on your health. We need to focus on our health. Get fit, eat right, sleep more if we need to, exercise, meditate. Mindful fitness is fitness, mental fitness. It's important to get all of those things in line and in shape, because that's all we have left to do. We've learned the lessons. We've gone through the trials. We've had the tower moments. Now it's time to get right. And that's a big part of Saturn being retrograde too, is, that planet is rotating backwards. So it's coming back around to check the things that we know we need to do better with. That's Saturn energy all day long. So yeah, playfulness and vitality. So play more and take our health up a notch, being healthy, living healthy. And that's it for today, for this month.
ShaYah, once again. Oh, he's so cute. Hey, boo.
He is like spoiled. He's I don't know whether to call him spoiled or if he's spoiled.
You got him spoiled, girl. It's all good.
He's rotten.
ShaYah, tell everyone where they can find you. Where's your handles?
My handles on Instagram is Neptune's Fave without an E Dreamer. Neptune's Fave Dreamer. Facebook, you can contact me by ShaYah as a friend of Marla.
And the MetaSpiritualist.
And the MetaSpiritualist group page, the lovely, beautiful page. And yeah, that's that.
All right, boo. Thank you so much. We love you here on the MetaSpiritualist.
I love you too, sis.
Thank you all for tuning in to this week's episode on the MetaSpiritualist podcast. We hope that this episode provides you with clarity, guidance, and comfort on your spiritual path or faith walk. To dial into our frequency, please sure to follow us on Facebook at The MetaSpiritualist, Twitter at MetaSpirit21, and of course on your favorite podcast apps like Podbean, Apple, Google, the iHeartRadio app, Spotify, TuneIn Radio, and Listen Notes. Also, we'd like to invite you to visit our brand new website at www.themetaspiritualist.com. Right on the homepage, you can listen to the podcast, learn more about our platform, and soon we will have a spiritual shop for all of your metaphysical and spiritual needs. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to our newsletter. Each week, I release a new issue that shares a personal perspective, an affirmation for the collective, and a hype of a friend of the MetaSpiritualist. Until next time, we hope that you are in peace, harmony, love, and abundance.